Hello everyone, this is Gorax, today with a 1 billion team on Season 4 endgame boss Ascetius. If you are just like me and couldn't do it, here's one way to do it. As we know, there's another one with level 1, is by one of my server players, Zasraniec. He managed to do over 1 billion damage using Mithracy and Dressed, additional to the 3 required heroes, which is Joyce, Belle, and Anna. He also explained to me what he did, so I'm gonna walk you through exactly what happened. But before we start, take a look at all of his teams. Perkunte with basically Thunderbolt with Amon Lydia, 202 million, which is more than I did with my team. Baldel with Astayan, 200 million damage as well. His Rook team, 217 million, which is very similar to what I was doing. 207 million with the Dauntless team using Garius and Catherine, which is a little bit more than I did. And 204 million using Low-Fear Poison team with Calavera and Rita, which is quite good here. So even Poison team could do over 200 million if you know how to build it. Sadly, I'm not a Poison team. I don't have Poison team, so I couldn't help you build a team like that. So first, let's talk about what needs to be done. And he explains that to me, that when it comes to Belle, we don't worry about the attack. We want as much crit and crit damage, especially to utilize the offensive set and do as much damage as possible. As you can see, he's got over 350 crit damage before getting 45% from the Poison of Swamp. Other damage increase is Horn. So he noticed that the Horn is boosting the damage, and he's built Anna without the resistance because he's got Mithracy in the team, and he's built her with Ancestral Protection to reduce the damage taken. Next, we have Mithracy, and as you can see, he built her with Haste. That's why we have Ripped Hourglass and a little bit of Haste on the runes. Now, another important thing is, look at his resistance. He's got quite a lot of resistance here. This will allow Mithracy to resist the ultimate down. And he's using the set that grants us accuracy and resistance to make it so much easier. Next is Joyce, and he's built Joyce with 70 haste, as we all did. We were building Joyce with haste, we were adding Hourglass there as well. But since Joyce is not there to do damage, he opted out for Parasol of Paradise, a very situational pick. This grants the hero defense and HP percentage, and when he takes damage, a healing equal to 50% of the damage taken is triggered and distributed evenly to allies around the hero. I'm not 100% sure if there is kind of recovery over time buff when this happens, but he used that. And the last one is Dressed, level 90, but the reason why he brings Dressed to the team is Dressed has a minion as well, so that's an extra recovery over time on that minion. He provides us with crit damage aura, boosting Belle's crit damage even further. He's putting Cyril set to boost the attack up and applies defense down. So let's look at the timings, as they are very crucial as well. But before that, placement. We need to make sure the clones from Joyce get the benefits of Mithracy's recovery over time. So that's how he placed his team. Basically, the clones will spawn in this area next to Mithracy and get the buffs that will be stolen by the boss. When it comes to the timings, he doesn't time Joyce. We want that ultimate to spawn clones as soon as. Same for Belle. Her ultimate does nothing here. Now, Anna's here to do 16.5 just before the boss steals, and before we can actually trigger it. When he steals that and we have a chance to trigger the damage, we apply defense penalty. And the important thing here is, as you know, above 200%, the boss gets damage reduction. So on our first rotation, we want to avoid that. And that's a mistake I've been doing. I've been trying to do as much damage as possible on the first rotation. No, you should aim on the first rotation below 200 million and then trigger it again, because the damage doesn't get mitigated before the boss hits 200%, 200 million damage. So if I have done 190 million on my first rotation, then I will do 190 million on a second rotation, which will add the damage to 380 million compared to 200 million and then basically 90 million. If you know what I'm saying, you'll have that damage reduced even more. I said I reduced it by half, you'll have it reduced even more. So that's what you're aiming here, and that's what he explained as well. Make sure you aim for this damage, okay? We need to jump 160 to the 198 and then 670 for the 2 minutes, okay? If you fail at that, repeat. And that's what he's been doing. Obviously, it requires a lot of time on your hands to be able to do it, but it's achievable, and that's one of the solutions, one of the ways to do over 1 billion with a single team. There's another one using Ifir and Lelvanis, but since I don't have them, I can't make a video about it. But maybe you were able to run Lelvanis and Ifir and you want to share that strategy with me, please reach out to me on Discord and I can make a video to the public. Since we're already finished with Season 4, we can help the players who are just starting the end game. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that team. Were you able to create a team that was doing more than 500 million? Remember, I covered videos for 500 million and 250 million as well. So all these brackets are covered. I couldn't recreate this myself. I knew about this just too late. If I knew, I would probably try it. But it is what it is. I still finished pretty good when it comes to the end of the season. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!